Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream here for today. Hope everyone's doing good out there. Glad to have y'all here for another important update, guys, because we have ourselves quite the event scheduled here for tomorrow. It turns out my chat is not really working too well, so what I'm going to do before we really dive on into it, y'all, is I am going to quickly pull up my chat here. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. I hope y'all had a great weekend out there. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. 1 minute while I grab this up here. Okay, what's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see here before we dive on into it. We have Thor, we have Mary, we have David, we have Kala, we have, let's see here, we have Penny, we have, let's see, is it Kaiser Gal? We have Taylor, we have Mark, let's see here, Samuel, we have Tabletop. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Roadster, Catman, Kala, Xavier. Hope everyone's doing good. Glad to have y'all here. So, yes, we are seeing a pretty nasty event that is scheduled here for today, or sorry, for tomorrow, my friends here. If you guys are up to date here, the latest information here coming from the Storm Prediction Center, we do have ourselves an enhanced risk, a severe threat level 3 out of 5. So we are talking a pretty decent severe weather event here for tomorrow. Now, unfortunately, the main problem is going to be tornadoes and damaging winds. Also, some hail too. Some hail will be a shot there overall. So we're going to really need to be looking out there for that, my friends, because, like I said, tomorrow is the first time in a while we've actually had a decent severe weather event here overall. And, this really does have the potential to actually be something pretty nasty overall. So we'll have to definitely watch this one closely. Now, anyways, but yeah, the heaviest impacted areas here is across the orange, the yellow. You guys got to really watch out there too across the yellow. The dark green is still a threat for severe weather, although the odds across the dark green is, fairly small. It's not really too big of a threat, but there is a shot for a little bit of severe weather. But once you work your way into the yellow there, that's whenever things start to get a little bit serious regarding the potential of severe weather overall. And of course, the orange, that's the bullseye. The orange is the big area where the heaviest impacts is essentially expected, across those regions there. So, anyways, but yeah, so areas like Jackson, Mississippi, we have areas out there towards Hattiesburg. We have Notches. We have ourselves Winfield there, Alexandria, Louisiana, Monroe. Kind of in the heaviest risk area out there here for tomorrow, in which we are going to be looking out there for those regions. Now, when it comes to the tornado probability, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop our way over here to this program here. We do have ourselves, here's your tornado probability. So we have our 2% chance, which is a pretty low shot for tornadoes. So if you live across that green, that dark green color, you do have a slim chance for maybe an isolated tornado somewhere around you. Across the brown, it's a 5% chance. So, still the odds are not really in your favor of seeing a tornado. But of course, once we work our way into basically the area across the yellow, that is where things become a little bit more serious. And like I said, that's the regions we were just talking about out there towards, like central Louisiana, portions out there towards, central southern portions of Mississippi. That is where we have a hatched risk, a 10% we call significant risk for tornadoes. Now, what that means is that there is a 10% chance that makes up this area. So within every 25 miles here, there's a 10% chance that a tornado could drop every 25 miles in this region, which if you add it all up together, that's a pretty decent probability. We could have a couple of pretty strong to potentially violent tornadoes because the Storm Prediction Center, they did mention that it is a possibility for a few of them, could be strong. And what that significant threat identifies is basically these tornadoes have a potential of getting or exceeding EF2 strength. So we are talking potentially strong tornadoes, not just tornadoes in general, but pretty strong. Now, the unfortunate thing is that the main event here, regarding the timing and stuff like that, the main event is really going to be popping off for the evening. Mostly, obviously, at this point, it'll be, pretty much, sunset has already occurred, pretty much dark outside, which, allows for what we call the nocturnal threat. So there will be the shot for tornadoes at night. That is that's kind of the bad thing overall. We're going to hop over here to the models here. I'm going to show you guys, what some of the models have to say regarding the timing and stuff like that. So let's see, we're going to get rid of that. So this is the HRRR model, and you can see how, we get this low pressure system that develops across portions of Oklahoma. That pushes eastward, and we get this line of storms that really starts popping off here kind of for the late morning, early afternoon, but they really don't get crazy until right around like maybe 4, 5, 6 o'clock, according to this model, in terms of a long line. Now, on this line, there will be the possibility for a few embedded tornadoes, as well as, straight line wind damage, possibly out there. We're talking winds that could exceed between 60 and 70 miles per hour regarding wind gusts. So, it's definitely going to be a little hefty on that. Let's see here. Anyways, tabletop, dude, regarding Wednesday, still nothing, man. Still nothing. You're good. So, yeah, but like I was saying, it has that big line there. Now, we got to watch out for a few prefrontal storms here, a few storms that could fire off ahead of this main line. Those isolated storms are the ones you got to really look out for, as those are the ones that really can have the potential for tornadoes and hail and stuff like that. So, once again, the main event's going to be popping off here probably early afternoon, but it's not going to really start amplifying until like 5 o'clock p.m. And unfortunately, that threat is going to last all the way through the evening and into the morning of Tuesday. So it's basically here for late Monday tomorrow into early Tuesday. And like I said, there is with it being at this time, it's going to be a nighttime threat for the most part. So that just makes things more dangerous. It makes it harder to see. So do not wait to see or hear a tornado. If you're under a warning, do not wait. Obviously, if you're in a warning, you're going to want to take action immediately. Like I said, do not, like I said, overall, do not, just blow off the warning. You got to take it seriously. And I say that, out of, overall, just trying to make sure that you guys are safe. That is the bottom line here. And like I said, just bottom line, please take them seriously overall. Now, back over here towards the main outlook area. So once again, regarding the heaviest tornadoes is across the yellow here. So the heaviest risk areas is across Louisiana, Mississippi, and the bullseye for the worst, tornadic activity. The brown and the green. So this, if you're in any shade of color here, you are at risk for some tornadic activity here. I'm actually going to bring it up here on my other screen real quickly. We're gonna bring it up over here. So let me hop on over here to the side. So there is that tornado threat there on the Storm Prediction Center's website. So, it's actually a pretty decent size threat there. I mean, that significant risk out. You see that significant, significant severe there. Greater probability, EF2 to EF5 within 25 miles of a point here. You can see that if I zoom out a bit and scroll up just above my head there, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more, hatched area. And that hatched area is that area that has dashed lines through it. That is what we call a hatched or a significant risk area, in which, there will be the shot for some pretty strong, potentially violent tornadoes to occur out there. And also, I hate to say it, but in terms of winds, like wind damage from, severe wind gusts, we got ourselves a pretty decent severe weather threat regarding, damaging winds across portions here of central, kind of central southern portions of Mississippi into northeast Louisiana. That is a 30% chance that we could see winds, gusty winds ranging between 60 and 70 miles per hour. So it's going to be a little gusty with some of those storms there. So, look out for tornadoes, wind damage, being a possibility. And that's a 30% chance. So that's a pretty solid threat regarding, wind damage, essentially. Once again, between 60 and 70 miles per hour in terms of wind gusts seems possible. There is a hail threat, too. Hail threat's kind of the last concern, or, the last big threat overall. The main concerns here is embedded tornadoes, with that line of storms that rolls through, associated there with the potential of, some of those straight line wind, those straight line winds there, potential wind damage from that overall. So got to look out there for that, for the most part, my friends. But yeah, like I said, hail is a threat. Greatest probability, East Texas, Southern Arkansas, Central Northern Louisiana, and that actually extends into southwestern Mississippi, where there's, basically, a 15% chance that we could be seeing ourselves hail ranging between 1 and 2 inches in diameter, essentially. Let's see, but yeah, that is that's something we definitely need to look out there for. Let's see. Jill says this won't come up to Michigan. No. This is not going to come up to Michigan. The highest area that could potentially see severe weather as of now, from the Storm Prediction Center, which is the forecasters at the National Weather Service in Norman. The highest point where severe weather is, I wouldn't say likely, but I'd say more possible. The highest point now is right at the Missouri-Arkansas borderline. So Michigan's way up there. So you are well away from any hazard. So that's good. Let's see here. Do I think we could see a hatch risk wind threat? I think it's possible, whether it's, Sim. I do. And the reason is because some of these atmospheric soundings I've been grabbing earlier, I was actually, model browsing, looking at the weather models while, basically while I was off streaming. And I did see a lot of them that did potentially support some significant wind gusts, meaning 70 plus miles an hour. It's possible, but we'll see how that pops off here with the Weather Service overall. Let's see here. So here's the models. This is the NAM model here overall. And, like I said, what's really driving this event to be significant is that lower level winds. Those lower level winds, several thousand feet up, which is in still the lower portion of the atmosphere. Those winds, they get pretty brutal at the, not the surface, but several thousand feet up. I mean, we're talking well within the threshold of, violent tornado standpoints, over 40 knots, that'll really throw the potential for a few violent tornadoes. So you mix in that lower level jet along with the available energy. You see this big blob of purple and blue. That is your thunderstorm juice, the fuel for these thunderstorms. And like I said, if you mix those right over on top of one another, it creates a environment for low level rotation in the storms out there. So, like I said, tornadoes is going to be the main problem, and a lot of it's due because of this strong jet. Let's see here. Should Central Alabama be concerned? So Central Alabama right now, let me go ahead and hop you back over here to the SBC. So Central Alabama, you depending on where you're at, but you're really close to the non-severe weather threat and the severe weather threat. There is a shot for a little bit of severe weather activity, including a few tornadoes possible, most likely out there towards western Alabama. It'll be late, probably pretty late, almost into Tuesday, actually. And damaging winds, all hazards except for hail, so just tornadoes and damaging winds is a concern. But we work our way into Tuesday, and you can actually see Tuesday, we do have ourselves a severe weather threat that's been pushed further to the east. So Tuesday, during the afternoon and evening, there will be the shot for some severe weather out there towards, the panhandle of Florida, and portions out there towards central and southern Alabama. Now, there is no breakdown as of right now. It's just a 5% chance probability of seeing overall, severe weather regarding things, but it will I can tell you this, it will definitely not be as crazy as tomorrow's forecast has it overall. What's up, Odd One? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Can I give a rough estimate for storms will fire up along the 5% risk, central/east Texas? Yeah, I can do that for you. So whenever it comes to it, we're gonna switch on back over here, y'all. But whenever it comes to it overall, regarding the timing, we mentioned here that the models are kind of supporting that activity to kind of start happening here for the late morning into the early afternoon. So your greatest probability of seeing that will happen, I'd say probably right around maybe 11 a.m. or so, or this would be 10 a.m. for you all. So what would it be like? So around 10 a.m., late morning, basically. Late morning throughout the early afternoon. That is kind of what we're looking at there for. Let's see here. What's up, Arrow404? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. I came on late. Am I going to be live tomorrow? Yes, I will be live for this event tomorrow. Absolutely. If I can be here and help you guys out during this situation, of course I will. I will definitely be here for you guys. I'm thinking about going live maybe around 5 or so. So at 5 o'clock, the storms will be right across portions of like Louisiana and Arkansas at that point. So I'm going to go live right as they start rolling through. And I'll probably be live for a while. I probably will. Let's see here. Will Florence, Alabama be alright tomorrow? So, yeah, like I said, I mentioned Alabama. Not too big of a threat out there. But there is a skinny threat. So I wouldn't freak out about it. There's nothing to freak out about over there. Let's see. Would the wind risk get expanded west? So, let's see, actually. You know what? Honestly, probably not. And the reason I say that is because the lower level jet seems to really kick in just east of where that wind risk is now. Just, to the west it's not as strong, essentially. So you got to watch out for those strong lower level winds to be arced down towards the surface, which will basically allow for, those winds to really kick up there in terms of wind gusts and wind speeds overall. So probably not, in my opinion. Will Central Texas get a brief tornado? Probably not. No, the threat's only for Eastern Texas. In the state of Texas, I should say. So for the areas in Texas, it's going to bring this back up here. As you can see, the threats, Central Texas being in here, right? There's no threat for severe weather in this area. It's just on the eastern extent that has that severe weather threat. And once again, tomorrow there's 3 levels. The scale goes up to 5, okay? And so whenever it comes to severe weather probability across the areas here in the dark green, we have ourselves a 5% chance for severe weather regarding, damaging winds, tornadoes, and some areas of hail. And across the areas here in the yellow, it gets bumped up to 15% chance, and the enhanced 30% chance for winds and 10% chance for tornadoes overall. So, yeah, the odds are there. And like I said, we have a level scale from 1 to 5. This is a level 1. This is a level 2, and this is a level 3. Level 3 is the bullseye. That's where the heaviest storm activity is going to be, at least forecasted to be. Which that's right where the overall, the lower level jet really comes into really comes into effect, and playing as one of the main components, I should say. That's what I was trying to say overall. But yeah, so the orange area, you guys got to really be looking out for. Okay, and like I said, if you have any family out there, if you have any friends, family out there, if you live out there. Just keep an eye on the storm system. And like I said, I cannot stress this enough. Please share this information. You can share the stream. You can just tell a relative or a friend or a coworker, a neighbor, that the severe weather is going to be happening for these regions. I'm not just saying, the reason I'm saying that is just to make sure you guys are aware of the situation and know what's going on overall. Let's see here. Any chance of a moderate? No, I don't think so, personally. I don't think it'll go moderate. Yeah, I've had a lot of people ask me that, but I don't think so, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, this will help the droughts. It will. Definitely. Yeah, you guys got a few inches of rain the other day, too, so that, between those two happening, definitely helped out pretty well, actually. And this will just, help out with some more of that activity, So, it'll be pretty beneficial. When is this happening? This will be tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow, it's going to start to happen in East Texas. So this area here, kind of right around like 10 a.m. or so. So it'll be starting in late morning, but the heaviest of the event's not going to happen until like evening, right around sunset and after sunset, unfortunately. And like I was saying, that right there, my friend, is kind of a concern. Is the factor that we are going to be seeing the main event happening at nighttime, which throws the nocturnal tornado threat, meaning that the active tornadoes will be happening at night, so you can't see them. So, like I said, if you're in a warning, no matter what, tomorrow, do not ignore them and do not wait to see or hear the tornado by the time you take action, because it'll be too late. For your safety, for your safety. And like I said, with the line that we have here, you can see on the HRRR here, or sorry, this is the NAM3K, which HRRR just showed this as well. But the line here, don't wait to hear it, because there's going to be a lot of loud noises out there probably anyway, from thunder. Obviously we have strong winds that will be blowing around, so it's going to be making some noise. So like I said, you can't hear it. You will not be able to hear it overall. So just don't wait to see or hear it, because it's going to be pretty impossible to do that before it's too late. So, just trying to help you guys out a bit, okay? And like I said, I'll let you guys know whenever there is warnings that are in place here. Let's see here. Patrick says, Cass, seems like the instability isn't high enough from what I've seen, but it's not impossible. Anything over 1,000 can do the trick. And like I said, this is basically, for the people who don't know what this is the thunderstorm juice, the thunderstorm fuel, the energy. And anything really over 1,000 can do the job pretty well. So a lot of the blue there really shows, a decent amount of instability there overall. The areas in that pink can still do the job, but not as efficient. But it can still happen. Don't get that mixed up there. It can still happen, and a lot of the models do support enough instability, over 1,500 in some areas. And according to like RAP, it really has that instability really drawn up pretty high up into the country here overall. You can see the cold front sweep through. So that's something to look out there for. It seems like the most energy, the most thunderstorm energy, will be in the main regions out there towards like south central Louisiana, and portions out there along like southern Mississippi overall. So that's something to look out for. All right, let's see here. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, like I said, feel free to let me know, okay? We're going to be here for y'all for tonight for a little bit, so I will be here to help you guys out if y'all have any questions, because I want to make sure y'all are aware and prepared and everything like that. Now, a good thing to do, a good thing that you guys can do to prepare for this event is bring in anything that is loose outside. For example, like lawn furniture that could easily be blown away. Bring that stuff in tonight or tomorrow morning. Just do it before the afternoon and evening, okay? Let me go ahead and switch y'all back over here. So yeah, get that done. Definitely get that done there before things really start, getting pretty crazy. And like I said, this red area, this is where the the wind damage is at its highest peak. This is basically where the greatest threat level is. So this includes Jackson, Mississippi. Unfortunately, we have Hattiesburg, Notches. We have Yazoo City, Canton, Macomb, giving you a 30% chance of seeing wind damage, possibly there between 60 and 70 mile per hour wind gusts being a possibility. So that's something to look out there for. Even the surrounding areas in the yellow, there's a good shot for some damaging wind gusts. 15% chance every 25 miles of some damaging winds. And there's likely going to be a lot of power outages out of this event too, I will mention. A lot of closed roads will be a pretty decent concern, I think. So we'll have to look out for that. Let's see, Ball, Louisiana. So you can probably see where that. I'm not exactly sure where Ball is. Don't really. Oh, there's Ball. I can see you. I managed to make it out. Yeah. So Ball is kind of right there in that heavy zone. 10% tornado threat, 15 wind, and you're actually in there in a 15% chance for hail too, I believe. Yep. So, got to look out for some rotating thunderstorms. Let's see here. Hurricane saying, hey, Andrew, my dad just made it to Winfield. Do I think a 50-50 chance for a possible tornado outbreak? Or do I still think? I think it's certainly a possibility. I do, considering the significant risk we have now. The the lower level jet we have in place is pretty gnarly overall, and the amount of instability is modest, but it should do the trick. Let's see here. I'm at Philadelphia game tracking severe weather. Gotcha. Well, glad to have you here, man. Let's see. Laurel, Mississippi. Don't know exactly where that's at. Yeah, I will be doing those forecasts here soon, you guys. So, we'll get into that here in a minute. Okay, so like I said, if y'all have a zip code, don't put it in yet, because we're still going to talk about a few things first, and then we're going to get into the personal forecast. Because like I said, I want to make sure you guys are prepared. So, to make it more of interactive stream, I will do zip codes, and I will take your zip codes and we'll plug them in, and I will help you guys out. But yeah, so once again, enough instability. The lower level winds, like I said, really amplifying up there for basically the afternoon, evening here of tomorrow, being Monday, is going to kick in effect here. And that lower level jet's going to really take off here for the morning of Tuesday. So, like I said, regarding the timing here of the storms here, it's going to be popping off here from pretty much, the evening tomorrow throughout the early morning on Tuesday. So it's going to extend throughout some of the night duration overall. But yeah, so that's something that we need to definitely take into consideration here. Also, regarding moisture, with dew points, you look for moisture in the 60s and 70 degree dew point line, and we have plenty enough moisture. So there's really no limitations with that overall. And like I said, back with the energy, I mean, it's enough. It's enough to do the job. Over 1,000, pretty decent, especially for this time of the year. So all those coming up together here is definitely supportive. So it's that lower level jet that's really throwing that tornado probability. And of course the mid level. So the wind direction changes, you can see, to the east, northeast, at the middle levels of the atmosphere versus the the lower level of the atmosphere, how they're moving almost directly north in some areas. Let's see here. When's the worst part of the storm starting? Like 8 p.m. So I'd say between 6 and a little after midnight. That's when I think the heaviest is going to be happening here. Probably going to go live right around 6 o'clock, and I'll probably be live for several hours, I'm thinking. Because this is the first severe weather event that's really popped off here in the last little bit. So, I will definitely be here for a while with you guys. And like I said, I'm not going to leave y'all hanging. I want to be here for you guys for this event here because, I do think that this one does have some... oh my gosh, why are you doing this? I think it does have some significant potential on it overall. So that is definitely something to look out there for. Hold on, you guys. My program is definitely being a little stupid. There we go. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on those zip codes overall, guys, and we'll go ahead and get into those. That way, we'll keep you guys updated. Why are you keep on doing this? Okay, hold on a minute, y'all. My computer is definitely not liking it right now. Definitely is not liking it. Hold on. Alright, let's see if I can do this now. There we go. Okay. Now we should be back in line, hopefully. One last thing. I gotta fix this. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that, y'all. Alright, let's see here. We'll just reach St. Louis, Missouri. No. St. Louis, Missouri won't be impacted. All right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead and jump on into the personal forecast here. Like I said, this is, if you don't know how this works, give me your zip code and we will plug it into the main screen. Oh, there you go. You guys can see myself. Hold on. We're gonna wait. Hold on a minute. I had it right the whole time. Hold on, everybody. All right, here we go. This should work now. Okay, let's go ahead and hop back on to that screen here. So let's do this. So whenever it comes to it, let's go ahead and start off with the zip codes and stuff like that. We're going to bring out the little marker here. We're going to switch to the radar. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do this. Starting off here with Jesse. Let's see here, 36037, 36037. And if I skip over you guys, remember, it's not intentional, okay? There's a lot of people that probably want to have their zip codes read. And if like I said, if I skip over it, wait a little bit and then repost it. Don't immediately spam it and stuff like that. So anyways, we're going to go to the categorical outlook here for day 2. And I'll just show you the overall risk, and I'll pull up your probability. So you, Jesse, you are not really in a big threat tomorrow. You're actually right on the line between that severe weather threat existing and it really not overall. So the odds is, the odds is pretty low overall there. So you're not really in any big threat overall. Next up, we got ourselves, let's see here, Finn the Third, 63028, 63028 for Festus, Missouri. You, my friend, are not in the risk for severe weather, although a couple thunderstorms can't be ruled out. Let's see here, Mr. Candy Cane, 39443, 39443. For Mississippi. Yep, you, my friend, are in kind of the heat here. You got yourself an enhanced risk, which is at level 3 out of 5 out there. And whenever it comes to the probability of severe weather for you, you got yourself a 10% chance for tornadoes. So look out for tornadoes. Look out for damaging winds. A 30% chance for wind damage possibly occurring out there. So yeah, definitely look out there for that overall. As well as, whenever it comes to, let's see here, whenever it comes to the probability of hail, you're actually in a 15% chance as well. So you got kind of the big threat here for tomorrow overall. So definitely, like I said, definitely, be careful out there, my friend, and, watch it out. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves KL. Once we take a look here at 75951. All right, let's see here. 75951. Let's see here for Texas. Gotcha. So out there towards eastern Texas, so you do have yourself a threat, for, like I said, you do have yourself a threat for severe weather out there. You got a 15% chance of seeing severe weather out in those regions. So tornado probability, we have a 5% chance. So basically, there's a 5% chance of seeing a tornado within 25 miles of your location, which, it is fairly low, but the potential impact is high. Obviously, probability is not too high, but potential impact, obviously, of having a tornado would be pretty bad. Wind damage, 15% chance, seeing winds between 60 and 70 miles per hour, and hail, 15% chance overall, between 1 and 2 inches in diameter, most likely. So that is what you need to look out for. Let's see, David. So you, my friend, I remember where you're at. So out there by Notches here. So yeah, you have the enhanced risk. You're in a 10% chance, significant risk for tornadoes. So the biggest tornado threat is across your location. So please be careful out there, my friend. When it comes to damaging winds, same thing, 30% chance. Hail, actually 15% chance. So you're in the heaviest stuff overall. Inceptor, once we take a look here at 39159. All right. 59, I got you, my friend. So you're in Rolling Fork, which you are on the northern extent of that big risk. So you are in the enhanced. Overall. So your tornado probability is 10% chance overall, 30% chance for damaging winds, ranging, between 60 and 70 miles per hour, and hail actually a 5% chance. So your hail threat's pretty low. So main problem is wind damage followed by tornado potential, and some hail can't be ruled out out of some storms. So be careful, my friend. Let's see here. Is there a prediction for when these storms start developing? So they're going to start developing in East Texas probably around late morning, early afternoon. The big stuff's not going to happen until middle middle portions of the evening into late evening and early morning for Tuesday. That's the heaviest activity. It's going to be right around that time. Deborah, okay, once we take a look here at 37335. All right, 37335. You, my friend, are across Tennessee. Okay, so you are not in the threat for severe weather. You're good, my friend. You're not at risk for severe weather come tomorrow. There is a shot, though, as you can see. There's something we call a general thunderstorm, or TSTM for short. This tells us that there's a shot for a few thunderstorms, thunder showers possibly, but nothing severe is expected. So there's no threat for severe weather. At least the threat is extremely low and not even measurable. So you're good. You're fine. Let's see here. Thor says, I think the odds of moderate still low, or low, but still. I don't think so. Personally, I don't think it'll get that high. I think it's going to stick at where it's at now. The only thing I would say that possibly could change would be a significant wind threat, maybe. Some models I've seen, with that lower level jet and all that, downwards energy, we call decape, it's pretty high. Let's see here. See here. Finn wants me to take a look here at 63028. Okay. See here. You're in Festus. Yeah, a lot of Missouri is not getting severe weather, guys. Yeah, Missouri is fine. Although a couple thunderstorms you can see for the state of Missouri, it's really at that, literally pretty much at that state line, a little bit further to the south, but, that state line between Missouri and, basically between Missouri and Arkansas overall. Let's see here. Deborah says, thanks. You're very welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome. And like I said, guys, we're going to be here for a while tonight. I do plan on it in order to help give you guys information, obviously, on this event. Because, this is the first time in a while we've actually had a pretty decent severe weather event overall. So, it's definitely first one in a while. So a lot of people are kind of, just kind of not expecting it, right? Because it's been pretty quiet lately. But we'll definitely, like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow for the people who's wondering regarding the event here. I might even do a morning stream. Whenever I wake up, I'll do a morning stream preparing you guys for one last time before the event starts. And then, of course, so 2 live streams tomorrow. One in the morning to prepare you guys, and, of course, one in the afternoon or one in the evening whenever we do live overall. Let's see here. V wants me to take a look here at 71463. All right, let's see here, 71463. And like I said, guys, if y'all wonder what those numbers are, those are zip codes, and we do zip code forecasts by, like I said, you guys giving us a zip code. We'll look at the zip code here. Like for example, this shows me around the region we're forecasting for. And for specifically this region here, V, we are seeing. Let's see, Alien V says, that region. So you're right on the line between the level 2 and the level 3 threat out of 5. So you do got yourself a pretty solid shot for seeing severe weather, but you're right on the line between 5 and 10% chance for tornadoes. So I think a couple tornadoes nearby couldn't be ruled out. Damaging winds here, you're right at the zone between 15 and 30% chance. So I would watch for a possible extension into your region because, if personally, if this does extend at all, it would most likely be extending a little more to the south, in my opinion. Because that's where your greatest amounts of instability is. Not to mention your lower level jet starts to really kick up across the Jackson area. So it might push into Baton Rouge. By tomorrow, the enhanced could, not saying it will, it could jump into Baton Rouge, in my opinion. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see here. Samuel 71295. 71295. Okay, you're in, let's see here, Winsboro. Yeah, so you're pretty much dead center of the enhanced, the big threat tomorrow. So look out there for it, my friend. When it comes to winds, you're right between a 15 and 30% chance. Obviously, you're in the 10% tornado threat, so the biggest threat for tornadoes. So look out for a few spinning thunderstorms out there. And of course, whenever it comes to hail probability, 15% chance. So it looks like they've actually extended that hail threat eastward, I've noticed. Yeah, I don't think that extended into Mississippi earlier whenever we did our first update this morning. I think that's a new thing they added, which is pretty interesting. Let's see here. GRB, let's see. 76513. Okay, 76513 for Texas out there towards Belton. You, my friend, are not at risk for severe weather tomorrow. Although there might be a shot for maybe a few thunder showers, a few thunderstorms overall. Well, that's a possibility overall for the most part. They're not expected to be anything severe, so you're good. When's the next SPC update? Not for a while, because they just updated it here not too long ago, I don't think. Yeah, it's going to be a while before they update it. Let's see here. We have ourselves Minions wants me to take a look at. Well, that's not even a zip code. 6045. You're missing a digit there, my friend. Dead Poet wants me to take a look here at 77304. 77304. So you are in Texas. You're north of Houston, which that does mark that you are at risk for possibly a little bit of severe weather activity. So there's a shot that we could get a little bit of storm activity out there. Let's see here. Tornado probability is 2% chance, so there, it's not completely ruled out, although your odds are extremely low of any tornadic activity. So there's that. Damaging winds, 5% chance for damaging winds ranging between 60 and 70 mile per hour wind gusts being possible. Hail, on the other hand, 5% chance for hail, basically 1 and 2 inches in diameter at max. So that is, that is what we're looking at. Let's see here. Next up, we have Samuel, Vicksburg, 39183. 39183. Okay. Yep, you, my friend, are literally smack dab in the middle of the heavy stuff. So 10% significant risk for tornadoes, 30% chance for damaging winds between 60 and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And of course, whenever it comes to hail, you're actually in the 15% chance out there. So that's that. Let's see here. Is Kansas in the affected area? No. Nope. Kansas is good. Let's see here. Games wants me to take a look here at 37172. 37172. You're not in the risk, my friend. You're good. Yeah, at most a couple thunder showers, but yeah, nothing far from severe. So you're good. Nothing to worry about. There is a little risk out there in southwest Tennessee, out there by Jackson and out there by Jackson and Memphis. So look out there for that for those regions. Little threat out there, but for you, you're good. Yeah, you're good. Let's see here. Chris, let's see, 67212. Okay, 67212. For Wichita. Yeah, Kansas, like I said, dude, is not in the threat, so you're good. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves boxes. Let's see, 3 8s. Oh, hold on, I lost you. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see here. Minions again. 2 4 6 4 5. Let's see here. You said 2 4 6 4 5. Gotcha. Yeah, that's not in U.S. territory. Can't cover that. Yeah. So obviously you're good. Since you're not in U.S. territory, you're good. Let's see here. But like I said, y'all, yeah, if y'all have any questions regarding this, like I said, please, feel free to, let me know. Because like I said, I'm going to make sure you guys are, prepared out there. Once again, this is the overall view here, and across the orange, that's your greatest probability for severe weather regarding tornadoes and stuff. So areas like Jackson, Mississippi, seriously got to be looking out there for it. We have areas like Ruston, Louisiana, Alexandria, Louisiana, Hattiesburg, Natchez, Macomb, Laurel. Those regions out there, just got to keep an eye out there for it. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves. Let's see here. Next up, we have Cala, Baton Rouge. So Baton Rouge is in a slight risk here, severe threat level 2 out of 5. 5% tornado threat here, 15% chance for damaging winds, and a 5% chance for hail. We got David wants me to take a look here at 72801. All right, 72801. You, my friend, are in Arkansas. You have a level 1 severe weather threat, so your odds are pretty low regarding severe weather. Your tornado probability is not completely 0, though. It is a 2% chance, which is still pretty low. So 2% chance, basically a 98% chance a tornado will not happen within 25 miles of you. It's that simple. Whenever it comes to it, damaging winds, 5% chance, pretty low overall. And whenever it comes to hail, we got ourselves a not a threat, actually. Yeah, not a threat overall. So you should be, you should be mostly good. It's not really too big of a threat out there. Let's see, 28412 says tabletop. Let me guess, this is in North Carolina. 28412. All right, North Carolina, you are clear, far away from the stuff, dude. So you're good. Like I said, you're fine. You don't got to worry about it. What's up, Legacy? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. All right, see you later, Mary. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a good night. But yeah. Oh, here we go. Samuel, can you guys do zip codes rather than town names? Because it takes a lot longer for me to look up the town names. But let's do Summit. Let's see here. Mississippi. Yep, you're in the heart of the stuff, my friend. So you got that 10% tornado threat out there. 10% chance for tornadoes, like I said, but ranging maybe in the strong area. Whenever it comes to the damaging winds, 30% chance for damaging winds ranging between 60 and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And whenever it comes to hail, you, my friend, are right there. 5% chance. So hail's not really too big of a concern for you. It's mostly between wind damage and tornadoes. So that is something to look out for. Let's see. All right. Next up, we got ourselves. So yeah, Hoodie Villain. Can you give me the zip code for that? David Hall saying thank you. You're very welcome, David. No problem. So I'm here for you, man. Let's see here. Drill wants me to take a look here at 35620. Okay. 35620. I got you. You're in Alabama. So yeah, you're not at risk here come tomorrow. So you're good. Nothing you got to worry about, my friend. You're good. All right, let's see here. Ricky says anything for 76247. 76247. You, my friend, are in Texas. Nope, you're good. You're in a thunderstorm risk, which just shows a possibility for a few thunderstorms, but you're good. You are good. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves Airborne. Let's see, 35756. 35756. Alabama. You, my friend, are good. You're not in the risk, so you should be fine. Yeah, you're outside of the severe area, so that's that. Let's see here. Claude saying good evening. What's up? Hope you're doing good. You said I was wrong last night about the storm being over. Well, if it was over, your radar was late, so you're wrong. You're wrong, my friend. Go back on my live stream. You'll see it. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Whenever it comes to live data from radar and satellites, with the timestamp literally being the time of, you got to double check yourself, man. Double check before you comment saying I'm wrong, because I'm not saying I'm never wrong. I'm just saying that in that case, I was right. Let's see here. Look at the 21 Zulu wrap showing further with Kate. Really? Yeah, the wrap was, like I said, the wrap is a pretty solid model. Let's look at that real quickly. Let me pull that up for you, my friend. Yeah, let's look at the models real quickly. We'll get back into zip codes here in a moment. So give me 1 second. Let's see here. Ryan Benson, thank you, dude, for becoming a tropical stormer. Greatly appreciated, my friend. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. All right, let's see. We're going to hop on over here to this view. So you said look at the latest wrap, 21 Zulu. I feel like we look at it? We looked at the wrap a little bit ago. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we looked at the wrap. But yeah, you're right. It shoots it up higher. It shoots the instability up a little higher into Mississippi out there, which, it's pretty solid chance. But there definitely should be enough instability for this event to pop off. All right, let's see here. All right, Matthew wants me to take a look here at 36319. 36319. Let's see here, Alabama. Didn't we just look there? No, guess we didn't. So you, my friend, are not even in a thunderstorm threat, so you're good. You are good, my friend. Let's see here. But like I said, guys, if you're just now joining us and you don't know what's going on here, well, first of all, you probably know that there's a big severe weather event coming up here. But like I said, we are going over the risk areas for tomorrow. So if you guys, are worried about severe weather in your area, throw down a zip code. That's the zip codes where you see in the chat here. We take those zip codes, we put them in my program here, and it shows me the general area, and then I look and see what risk you're at. So like I said, we'll be here for you guys. I got y'all. We're gonna do a similar thing tomorrow morning too. Whenever new information comes through, so we'll definitely do that. All right, Twisted, 29016. All right, so you're 29016, my friend. You are in South Carolina, and you are good. Yep, out there is fine. Remember, guys, tomorrow's big risk is across portions out there in like Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. There is a little bit of Alabama, a couple counties in the southwest side that's in that slight risk level 2 threat. So there's some areas that are in the slight. So look out there. But yeah, once again, the big stuff, the big stuff here is going to be across the orange. So this area out there by Jackson, Mississippi, we have ourselves Notches. We have, let's see, Bastrop. We have Alexandria. We have Nacogdoches here. We have is it Hattiesburg? Anyways. Do I think we'll see a hatch risk for wind threat or an upgrade in hail? Didn't you ask that already? But the hatch risk for wind, possibly. Some soundings did show some possible significant overall wind gusts, possibly. But hail, I don't think so. Let's see here. Ponderosa 35801. I got you. 35801. You, my friend, are in Huntsville, and you are not in the threat for severe weather come tomorrow. You're good. No risk out there. You're good. Let's see here. Studios wants me to take a look here at 70122. Okay, 70122. New Orleans. There you go. So yeah, New Orleans is in a slight risk. So you're in a level 2 severe weather threat. Giving you a 5% chance for a tornado dropping within 25 miles. So the odds are pretty low, but like I said, potential impact, obviously getting a tornado is not the best thing in the world. But yeah, 5% chance for tornadoes for you. Whenever it comes to damaging winds, 15% chance ranging between 60 and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And hail, actually you're not in a hail threat, so you're good. Yeah, a little down that far to the south, there's a lot of warm air that helps keep that hail at bay. Let's see. Emily says I'm scared. Yeah, Emily, don't be scared. Just, like I said, I understand it could be a little scary sometimes. Trust me, I was in your shoes whenever I was little. I loved weather to death at that point still, but I was a little nervous whenever it come to thunderstorms and severe weather. But like I said, just don't be scared. Just make sure that you're ready. And, you already have an advantage over a lot of people who are not prepared for the event. So you know what's coming. That way you know what to do. And like I said, what you got to do is just, make sure that you're constantly watching the weather. We'll be live throughout the event here. So like I said, more than likely it'll all be okay for a lot of people. But and like I said, if there is a warning out there, then take action, okay? All right, let's see here. I'm just in a thunderstorm risk, but still trying to get the timing for heaviest rain and stuff. So anywhere from like 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Tennessee's going to get the heaviest rain out there for basically the late evening and the morning hours. See, models I'm trading like crazy. Monday it might be really big. Prepare for this. Yeah, it has a good shot. South Carolina weather says I would put the enhanced risk. I actually agree with you. I agree. I think that enhanced risk will probably be pushed down at least down there towards like Baton Rouge, maybe a little further to the south. I think it's a possibility because. At that point, the lower level jet stream is still pretty significant. Enough for maybe a couple strong to potentially violent tornadoes. With that lower level jet in place, and the instability is higher down in that region. So, can I see how many inches of rain is expected? So yeah, so we looked at that earlier. The models are showing between 1 and 2 inches for a lot of these places. It really comes down to how many storms you get. Which, that makes the rainfall totals extremely hard to predict. So, here, I'll bring you over here to the model real fast. So, we'll look at the, actually, we're going to hop over here. Hold on, we're going to go back here for a minute. Precipitation, total precipitation accumulation, here we go. So you can see here, most regions is between like 1 and 2 inches of rainfall. NAM here, yeah, it shows some heavy streaks. That's what I'm saying. It really comes down to how many storms you get and how crazy they are, which, individual thunderstorms can really significantly alter the amount of rainfall you get. So it makes the process very difficult to forecast for overall. So yeah, that's the one thing. That's what I'm saying here. All right, let's see. We're going to move that back. Mainly wondering because my sister's driving here tomorrow. We'll be down for Thanksgiving. Usually arrives like 10, 11 p.m. Just curious. Yeah, so she'll probably run into a bit of rainfall, unfortunately. But like I said, guys, yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, I understand, a lot of